My company just sold half our product portfolio and fired half of the staff. We were supposed to get our bonuses, raises in April. Time kept ticking by and they kept making excuses like, the board have had scheduling conflicts, or, we hope to get things finalized this week but we have no news right now. Blah blah. The silence has been deafening and people were getting really angry about it. This morning we had a town hall and it was announced that half our product portfolio has been sold to a brand new startup company. About 25% of our employees are being divested to go work for them. 25% let go, and 50% staying as normal. The startup company is in Florida and we're in New York. I'm one of the lucky ones that is staying, but there are divested people who just bought homes here. One long-standing marriage has the spouse staying with the original company but the other got divested to Florida. Not to mention all of the people they fired without a second thought. Now we know why they've been holding out on bonuses and raises for so long, but my God, no one saw this being the reason why. What a horrible thing to do to you all. They could have been honest, they didn't think a thing about letting you know so that you could make plans. And for the ones who've upended their lives to work there, I would stick around until let go. Go right away to the unemployment office. File for unemployment and start looking for another job. Was done this way at a company YRS. Back. They had a big layoff and got rid of some people. Some I'd been working with for years. I stayed, but then they started taking away all of our benefits. Filled the warehouse up with product. Didn't have too long to worry about all those that lost their jobs though. Wasn't long and I was laid off. Couple of years later, company went out of business. If your company has at least 100 or more full-time employees and the layoffs affect at least 50 MPs, they are legally required to notify staff of any layoffs 60 days prior to being laid off. If your company fits the criteria, then you should double-check the NY WARN Act database to make sure they complied legally, or you can report them. https dol.ny.gov/warnotices. I call this circling the drain. Look for another job ASAP. Usually a sign a company or a site in a large corporation is on its last legs and it's all downhill from here. I'd expect things to get more toxic little by little with respect to bonuses, benefits, PTO and workload. I'd honestly start looking for another job ASAP. Good luck. They were stringing you guys along while working on the sale the entire time. They can't really divest of employees. The new company can offer to take on those new employees at the same rate. But legally selling people was outlawed in the US after a small internal disagreement. I used to work for a company that tried to pull this maneuver. In my case, the tactic failed miserably. A class action was started against the higher-ups who are surely using the second company as a way to essentially sell themselves assets free of restrictions they were facing due to the way contracts were structured with the first company. I was in the first wave of layoffs, which I initially felt was an insult. But it ended up being a blessing as everyone else just got yanked around longer. My recommendation is get out. This is a Hail Mary to keep the company going that is highly likely to fail. Never trust a company. That's just horrible. My company is closing a number of our satellite manufacturing facilities in favor of a much larger, centralized campus. We have people 2 to 3 years of notice. Anyone that wants to move gets a relocation package. And anyone that doesn't gets severance. I work for an awesome company. I wish more were like that. Yeah, my company was acquired Tuesday and I was let go in the morning along with like 200. Wasn't a fun day. Tell them to talk to an employment lawyer. If they moved here and bought places to work here, they may be entitled to all the fees. IAMAL. So don't take my word for it. But seriously, tell them to talk to an employment lawyer. This type of ultra-capitalism, to me, is an act of violence against the staff and should be met in kind. How can folk be so cruel? It's time workers who have lost everything find ways to hit these animals where it really hurts them. Another reason why I'll never be loyal to any company. This positively screams psychopathic executive Turdwookies looting the old company. Get out now and watch for the coming lawsuit against the old company. You know, the totally cool thing I got to do is help my GF I worked with get a better job and give a big fuck you to the new company. I'm so sorry this happened to your colleagues. But you can fight back by helping to bring in a union. Do this. Stop allowing money to control our lives. I'm a boomer. By the way, I believe in all of you to destroy all the way too rich created. Divested is a terrible euphemism. It's huge red flag when they start making excuses. Do minimal at work. Job hunt when you have no task. If you didn't sign anything in your employment contract that suggests you have to follow any instructions to relocate, then refuse to do that. And if they ask you to resign on your own, don't do that. Just say they will have to formally dismiss you on their end for a justifiable cause. Once they let you go, file for unemployment. They will never tell you when they are going to do a split off or when a product is underperforming, and they decide to shut it down. Never. What a testament to your collective trust and integrity. What an extreme and shocking outcome for so many employees. You have my sympathy. What a terrible disruption and painful experience of divestment. They couldn't tell you it was coming. So do know it wasn't easy knowing what would happen to you all for some management. But certainly not all. I'm so sorry for you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.